Hello. Happy Saturday? Today's Saturday. Fuck my life. Greetings, friends. You ready for some tabletop? You want to go on an adventure? I am going to unmute today's players and hopefully not interrupt anything that they're talking about. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Meowdy.
Blah. It's just random noise.
Sound check. Noise. Oh wait, we're doing something. My bad.
Now we just need Sep to say something so that Penguin opens its terrifying mouth.
Open.
Open sesame.
That Penguin can't be trusted.
I love it. How dare you?
I'm glad they're with
I
us.
love it.
I think it's great, I just can't trust it.
I mean, birds are not trustworthy, so that is fair.
Basically, yeah. All birds cannot be trusted.
That is.
I agree. Fully.
I am going to slip into the background, but if you need me, just ping me.
Alright, so we are playing today. We are playing a game called Call My Name. The crew is attempting to get their communications towers up and running due to the fact that with the loss of the ship and switchboard, we have no way of communicating anymore. But all of the technology was there. So we received a message from a member of the Parliament City upper crust that if you come there and have a discussion with her, she will see what she can do to help you guys build towers in the Parliament City. And she has invited Ceylon, played by Twy here. And then we have the rest of the communications team, which is Pollux and Castor, played by Valla.
Hello.
And then is it just Patagon,
Yes.
played by Sept. And not part of the communications team, but former member of Parliament City, we have Officer Trafford here, played by Professor Winter.
Stop.
We are going to go into Parliament City.
I just want to say, all right. So I just want to say that first, I want to make sure we're all equipped for success. This is communications' first time out on the field, and god damn it, I want to be on a stage praised by the crew and tattooed too. So Pollux and Castor, I took measurements the other night down at the diving bell and fit your field radio with these new leather straps. Apologies for how stiff they are, but when we do good, we'll look good. And that's all I actually have, in sound for Ceylon. But, yeah, I just want to make sure, go, team, go, that we're all gonna make sure that, communications team, there's a lot of pressure on us. We're the second crew out there, and goddammit, I want Tattoo to, praise us for such a good job that we do. So I need everybody to look good. I'm gonna kind of inspect y'all around. Patagon, did you need anything from me? I know Pollux and Castor, y'all got new leather straps. You're looking good, looking sharp. And Patagon, I have a couple extra crystals and stuff for you before we leave. Did you want to pick something?
Sure.
I was thinking these little speaker phones. Then maybe we can relay, because we're going to go set up a radio tower, hopefully. And so if you take a handful of these and kind of leave them around throughout our adventure, hopefully something's going to happen with it, if you're interested in taking on that extra duty, this mission.
Sure. We can set up the relays as we move along.
Ugh, you are the best. You know that? He's the best, isn't he? He's... And then Nichol, I know that we haven't actually gotten to go on a mission together, but how are you feeling? Like, you've already been here, and you come from here? Kind of, that's my understanding. I didn't have time to actually get to talk to you beforehand. How you feeling? Hey, buddy.
Lovely. I wish I never had to come back here, but a job's a job.
Well, that is very appreciated. Thank you. That is, I knew you were going to be the right man for the job. And if anything gets pushed a little too far, let me know. Here to help, but also, thank you. Thank you for being here. That's all I'm going to give to our team. And if we wanted to kind of like on 3 communications, like everybody's hands inside. Are you ready? Like 1, 2, 3.
Go!
Yeah! Yeah! All right, let's go, man. We look good. That's all I'm saying. That's Now we can go to Parliament City. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Thank you.
Bravo.
Right, so this is Parliament City. It's very, very cloudy lately. The storms have been rolling basically non-stop. It's like I can't imagine where the storm came from, but they've had almost a non-stop, if not, it's not raining right now, but the clouds are super dark. The waves have been crashing against the shores for like weeks. And for the crew, we are testing out a new form of the sonar, which goes along with the fact that it's a communications game. So we have little tokens here that represent the team. So we have a C, an N, a P, and then we have a cat's paw because we already had a C and a P in the party, and then we had Pollux and Castor. So like, they didn't have
cat's paw is totally fair.
Excellent. And this is the crew game. Like, we keep track of where the players are. That is what this is a test for, like, if you can set up communications and whether or not we can keep tabs on the players. Like, when you send people away, is your new technology going to work? Because your old technology worked until you blew it up. So, it's kind of weird, Lurid. Like, people that have been able to control weather before can't change this weather. Not for any long-standing period of time.
Admittedly, not that I've been trying to change the weather here recently. I'd rather keep a low profile if I can.
That makes perfect sense. But now we are going into... I accidentally had like the fog of war turned on for all of these pages, which is why the map was black for a minute. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. Whoop. Oh, okay. So we're gonna go into the club, which is, so all of you are these little tokens, and this is the map that we made with the Big Feather and Bone.
Thunderclaw played this
And
card.
we decided that down
Trafford comes
here
here, look at that.
is where
The assassin in your pocket is back.
So down here we have given into the nightclub. And you walk in and it's super smoky. Like, it, if you have allergies of any kind, it's a goddamn disaster. It's smoky and it's a live band on the stage, and it's a small intimate club.
Looks like my kind of place.
It is quite fancy in here.
Yeah, hopefully that smoke doesn't give us any harm.
It's just cigar smoke for the most part. And so there's a woman standing, like a veiled woman, all super shadowy owl, standing at the top of stairs of this glass dome, this green glass dome. And she looks at all of you. and just snaps it and just motions with her hand for you to follow her up.
Don't
Get
mind
right
if
in
I
line.
do. Right?
I get right in line behind.
Unless we wanted to get a drink first, and then we come back up. No. We should probably do what we came here to do. Okay.
You never let a boss wait.
Oh, okay. All right. But we'd look so good walking in with little drinks in our hands. Come on.
We would, but it would be rude to keep our guest waiting.
All right. Let's go. Like, clearly not. Fine.
You all should be able to move your tokens. If you cannot, let me know.
Just a test move.
So this is the door right here, and then through that, and the dome is filling with smoke as the matron, who is this owl that you're that is calling you over, is smoking a long-stemmed cigarette out of a holder, and she's just like, "Please hurry up." And her voice carries just outside the door, like, "Come on, don't be shy. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, into the room. That's right. And and now that I have, is this your first time with furniture, dear? And she sees all four of you pile onto the couch. Very
I'm not even
awkwardly.
on the couch. I'm behind the couch.
We're a unit. We're staying together. We're really good. All right. I'll take this one. Do.
She just shakes her head like a lot, and she just stares directly at Officer Trafford. It's just like, these are who you're rolling with now?
I take the jobs where I can find them.
This might be a fall from grace, my dear.
Well, it was that or a few other alternatives, ma'am.
Yes, the Rock. Yes. Fool who he was.
But so good to look at. Oh.
So,
also, hi. Can I say hi to her?
at this point, she's beyond the hellos.
Yeah.
Because you guys all took so long to just walk up a flight of stairs. She's really rethinking the job.
Like, I'm not gonna interrupt her if she starts, and so I'm just like gonna patiently wait.
Oh,
Like at this moment, like, oh fuck.
Very stern, like big boss lady energy. Just and like you see her put her cigarette holder into her like beak, and just this very, very long inhale, and you can just watch the entire cigarette just go up and then ash off. In this little dome, you guys can hear the music that's being played on the stage from like these like intricate pipes that are underneath it. And it's just like, and Nichol would know that, Officer Trafford would know that this is basically how the city communicates. They don't have radios so much in the city. They kind of just have like cans on strings, but it's long pipes that like echo through the entire city, like multiple buildings are connected this way. And so like this is their like intercom. She's like, so I have become aware that some mistakes have been going on around. I don't know how birds smoke. It's like, and like, I'll get to the long and short of it right now. I need you to do me a favor. and I'll do you a favor. Just like, I heard about the deal that you made with the flamingos down at the bottom of Pastora. Whole legal battle. Wasn't that just a wonderful little situation for me? I saw that. I'm working on that one right now. And due to that, I think it would just be simpler for us all to work together. I am interested in your radio towers. And I will give you the top of the highest buildings on in the world to place these towers. I assume that helps. That's what my researchers have told me.
That is what we're here for. I'm already intrigued. Continue, please.
Now, there's a small problem that I have. And this problem... He's already in the room. I might as well tell him. Why not? And she takes a, long swig of her, drink. She has a drink. You do not. She has not offered. And
I'll remove.
She looks right at Officer Trafford and says, "You old employers, Penny and Pound? I assume you remember them."
Of course I do. How could I forget them?
Ousted by the Rock, and now the whole city has fallen to pieces. Well, I think they're forming a new crew. And their buildings have fallen into dilapidation. Nobody is in that part of town. But I have no... They say... Have you met these strange ducks? Showed up out of nowhere. Showing all sorts of money. And one of those sorts looks a lot like the coinage that you folks use.
Can't say I know any ducks.
She flips Ceylon a coin. You don't have to roll to catch it or anything, you'll just catch it.
I don't know.
One side is the Wanderpus shield, and the other side is a flamingo.
Nice.
Now, this coinage is all over the world, but I will say, I personally think that you have... So I'm not saying it's directly you, but I would say that somebody on your payroll is making grabs at this thing of ours. And she winks at Nichol.
I'm going to be ramrod still, and internally looks like I'm thinking, yeah, honestly, that kind of makes sense.
Now,
Well, if somebody's profiting off of the Wanderpus, we better get our cut too. Let's see.
the matron just turns her head, and it's very weird because she does not have to turn her body because she's an owl. So she's full head sideways, body looking the other way. Body's looking directly at Sept, and looking directly at Patagon, and head looking directly at Ceylon, and just says, "A little bit more crime family in that than I thought. I kept hearing you were a science vessel." But regardless, I think Penny and Pound, they've been spotted around town. Penny and Pound, for those who don't know, were the crime leaders before the Rock took over. They got ousted. They did not die. They just haven't been seen in quite a while. It's just I want them to sign over their buildings to me. Now, they won't talk to me or any of my people. And I've sent out my people into those streets. Some of them have been going missing. I suspect that it's because they are my people. But I can't risk it. So, you all seem capable. So I'm going to ask you flat out, go find these two, get them to sign over their buildings to me, or if you can't do that, find proof of their crimes, and we'll turn those over to the authorities. These ducks are very about the book. We turn over any information of ill doing in these buildings or in this stretch of land, and then I can buy it straight from the government. See how it works?
Law and order.
Exactly.
That's
And
what we do.
And
And
at
then-
this point, Nichol is releasing the breath that he's been holding for the past 30 seconds, talking about the deal. My apologies, ma'am. I thought this conversation was going to go a bit more of a final direction considering my old bosses.
I think having you here might help us negotiate with your old bosses. Or it could go the other way, but you could help us find them.
I guess I could.
Then,
And I look to the team and see if Patagon or Pollux and Castor had anything they were thinking.
I was actually
Concerns.
Pollux and Castor, can you roll me a 20-sider? Because you are carrying the radio on you, as far as I know.
Roll a 20, sure thing.
Yes, please. The radio screeches. And not screeches is the wrong word. You hear a lot of feedback. And then just thumping, and the glass around this dome starts cracking. And the matron just looks up. What? And it just shatters.
Oh, fuck.
It's like,
I'm going to instinctively dive to try to protect the matron from the glass.
oh, excellent. Roll me a 20-sider, please.
Fuck yeah.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
So you attempt to jump over the table, and you just hear a thumping coming out of that radio. That's what broke the glass. And I assume Castor and Pollux are trying to figure out what's going on with their radio.
Almost definitely.
So they're like, what's happening? And all it is on. It's not tuned to anything, and it's just it sounds like a giant heartbeat, and you feel this heartbeat, and that too is when. Okay, so Patagon, how are you gonna try to stop Officer Trafford from strangling the matron? He has his hands around her neck.
Oh,
Or-
no.
Or that's what it looks like. He's lunging at her. It's not there yet, but that's where it's going. Or if not Patagon, then how would anybody stop this?
I'm probably still too busy dealing with the radio.
Yeah, you got the radio. Oh my god, get it off. Get it off.
That's a good point. Let's see.
I mean, you could just grab at him, but
Right. I mean, we can try. we'll try to use the manual method of just literally, almost not really suplex, but
that's
too.
so great. So yeah, go ahead and roll me a 20-sider.
Oh my god.
Okay. Tough choice. So you are going to stop this attack, but your choices are either you feel the heartbeat hit you jet at the same time, you are going to tackle Officer Trafford, and by the time you roll to your feet, you have stabbed him in the shoulder with a shard of this glass. Or you are going to get the or when you tackle him, you are going to be stabbed with. You're going to have a stab of a shard of glass. One of you two is getting stabbed.
Yeah, I think Patagon will gladly take the glass for his teammate.
Okay.
Actually, if I may, instead of me stabbing with a shard of glass, could I do a stab with, like, the barbed tail, like, same effect?
Sure, yeah, that'll work. Like, so you have actively attacked him. Is like, you're gonna snap out of it real quick, but there was a quick moment where you personally felt like you needed to protect the matron, and then you immediately felt like you needed to kill the matron, and then you felt like you needed to kill this penguin. Like, the crowd is panicking and all, like, running out of the building. Here now. The radio has turned off, but you do see that the pipes work both ways, and the people, like, not always, they should not have worked this way because it's a secretive room. But after the glass broke, the heartbeats were continuing on outside, and there are fist fights in the all over the bar right now.
Oh dear, this isn't good.
Like, the bartenders are throwing bottles at people. Like, the bands are all fighting, and then they all snap out of it at the same time.
Get
People
off
are
of me!
Sorry?
What in the hell's just happened?
My apologies that the radio went off. I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but so something happened.
Yeah, it was not expected at all.
Honestly, it's like someone took the inside of my head and scrambled some kind of rage switch.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You see the matron stands up and, like, brushes the glass off of herself, and you see her motion at, like, she motions in a direction, but you don't see anybody there. And then she stands up and she's like, I think it'd be best if I leave. And she just, like, walks out, like, she just storms out the door. Like, no other part of the conversation, just like...
It's gonna be good, though. It's gonna be fine. And even if we are a failure, like, we'll just spin it otherwise. We'll still do what you want us to do. Don't you worry.
Officer, I think she's already gone and made her decision. And I don't think it's a good idea for anyone to be around anyone else at the moment.
Well, we don't have to be around them. We just have to find Penny and Pound.
Alright, so...
Yeah.
Crew for the crew on the city, the sonar is spiking. Just this sound coming from all over like, you also, because it was a failed roll, everybody in the crew also hears it. Nika, can you roll me a 20-sider real quick just to see how the crew handled the sound?
God.
Excellent.
It's just...
You're all on the airship right now, by the way. It was how you guys got here. I assume that it's docked. Probably out of Zeppelin Bay. So crew, which would you all like to do? Would you like there to have been like 30 seconds of you all fist fighting with each other? Or would you prefer a little bit of like, you all got off the boat and started a problem in the city?
Sounds like a good poll question.
It does sound like a good poll question.
Because
Exclamation point
both
poll
sound
doesn't work.
awesome.
Okay, here we go. How do I do it? Alright, 1 second. What happened? Riot, fist fight. It's got a 1 minute thing. But while we're figuring that out, so
Oh my god.
the matron has left. And you are all still in the club as far as I know. Oh, actually, the sonar one's actually much better. Officer Trafford would know that up here is the location where the Penny and Pound had their power, which is to the north of the city. Like that is their was their place of power. You know that they owned those buildings.
Yeah. When the bosses used to run things, they kept their everything, all their best stuff up to the north. I know the way, but just to let you know, given what just happened, if I go nuts like that again, do what you need to do to make sure I don't do anything really bad and screw it up for the captain.
This is going to be the Zeppelin docking station, so that's where the crew actually is.
Looks like the fist fight one.
Alright, so everybody on the crew, like everybody on board right now, take 1 damage. Just 1. Somebody socked you. You guys can RP who that was, but you all socked each other in the face. Everybody that heard the shortwave, like,
I want it to be known this devastation was not my intention.
So, are you guys just gonna head that way? Is that the plan?
I do have, and I don't know which ones are going to work well for you, but I just made some of these for Officer Leo. They were these little dampening stones, like little earrings, that could just kind of like half the background noise for when Leo was like turbo studying and working on all the engineering stuff. I had given it to him back in the diving bell while preparing for like communications first mission. I only have like 2 or 3 of them, and like maybe if you wear one, you can try which ones like actually fit. They're like different sizes and at different frequencies, and you can see if maybe if the sound does happen again, the heartbeat, you seem the most volatile of us, and there's a lot of emotions now that you're back in this place, and a lot of that might come up too, so I want to make sure you're doing okay.
The answer is yes. I'll try it. I'll be the experiment.
Well, I have 3, and so you're gonna have to see which one works whenever, if you can. If that works, then that can be more like a chance thing, see if it works.
I just put out my hand to grab whichever one Ceylon picks.
Well, I'm actually gonna, here, and I'll let you kind of bend down a bit, and I'm gonna attach it to, it's kind of like a clip earring, so I'll clip it to a part of like your head somewhere, and hand you the other 2, so that way you can put that for safekeeping. So we'll put one of them on you. Just like wherever is more fashionable for a manta ray, right?
He's a devil ray. How dare you?
Devil ray. It's too cool.
I am being called for food. I'll be right back.
Yeah, say.
Did I disconnect?
Hello?
Okay, excellent. So, alright, so let's just. going down a street here.
Oh.
I make a lot of maps. So, like, you all, as you're walking, like, the closer you get to, the section of the city that Nichol has, pointed out, you see, like, it starts to become, like, a more, like, there's got some homeless on the street. Like, there's more homeless. You see, it's like everybody that's passing you is like walking with like, not. They're either like, somebody roll me a 20-sider so I can give you like, who would like to try to like see what's, or read the room basically.
Patagon, do you mind?
Sure.
Because you're also, you'd be like more aware because you were thinking about placing some speakerphones and stuff. So that feels good to me if it's cool with you. Sorry. Not to tell you what to do. Sorry.
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But also that's an order. Okay.
As Patagon like analyzes the street and the alleyway here, we're going to see what he's. Consistency.
Consistency is key, I've heard. They're role-playing the fight, and I'm here for it. And the idea that Vatna just sweep Midnight's legs out from under him. So yeah, here's what I tend to get you. It's nothing like we're not gonna worry about the tough choice for this one. What is wrong with mine? There it goes. So you guys, you see two police officers approach you. And like they also seem, if not hyper aggressive, they are not. What's the word? They do not look like they're here to put you at ease. God, you guys' tokens are way big and way smaller than them.
So they look like cops?
No, they definitely look like cops.
No, I mean not they're.
Right.
I mean like they're not looking like they're gonna put me at ease because they look like cops.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, we know what to do with them.
So these two come up, and there's like, one looks over at the other one, and is just like, Ronnie, I do believe we are looking for 4 or 5 individuals wearing uniforms caused a giant problem down at the club. And Ronnie turns his head and looks at Horace. I believe you are correct. These do look like 4 or 5 individuals that may or may not have caused a ruckus at a club. Now, do you 4 and or 5? Would you like to answer some questions for us? And by I mean, you're gonna answer some questions for us. One, like Horace says, spinning his club, like Billy Club.
Yeah, questions are good. Hopefully we'll get you the right answer.
Excellent. Birds of a feather, am I right? I'm right.
I've returned.
Oh, you're being investigated by the police.
Oh boy.
I'm also like, if fighting's not my style. It's not pretty because I don't want our clothes to get all scuffed up when we do our final like picture taking kind of thing. So like, if we can not ruin our clothes, that'd be great. Like,
It's like the Horace is just like stops spinning his club, and he does motion with it a lot. He's just like, now, Mask, what are you doing in our city?
Well,
Ronnie leans over to Horace. I have a strange feeling they didn't hear you. And like Horace steps really close, like, what are you doing in our city?
I don't need to shout. My ears are sensitive here.
What language do they speak in? So this is them saying.
well, we're here to investigate some, ongoing, say, disturbances, for lack of a better word.
Disturbances.
With certain individuals that Nichol here was acquainted with formerly. So.
I'm just walking down bad memory lane.
I was just. Ronnie turns his head over to Horace, and he's just. Not Horace. Over to Nichol. He's like, I thought I recognized you. Now, let's not make a big kerfuffle about this. I'm deeply sorry. We knew each other back in the day a little bit. You probably don't recognize me in my uniform. We may or may not have been co-workers in a thing, just a little thing, time or two. Till you like sunk a boat or whatever. But mistakes get made once in a while. I just hope you don't forget how things work around here. And he does a big stretch and like puts his hand out. But he's just holding the stretch for way too long.
Right, I'm going to get a coin and provide the traditional payment.
Jokingly, I want to say before he hands the coin, Castor just reaches out and shakes his hand, thinking that's what he wants.
Like, he's just like, Ronnie's just like, nice to meet you, one and you. Nice to meet both of you, I suppose. My name.
Now you see why I'm here.
I do think I see why you're here. And Horace just puts his hand out, like just kind of like low five situation to get to take the coins from you while Ronnie is having to shake his hand. It's just like good to see things don't change. He looks at the coins and he's just like, it's weird, been seeing a lot of these lately.
So I've heard. Good to see you didn't get killed with all the prior upheavals, by the way.
Trick is not a lot of them got killed. It's just they all just kind of moved on. It's just one thing led to another. I've heard a lot of them, and you didn't hear this from me because I'm a nice law-abiding citizen.
Of course.
I expect you are too. All of you look strong, upstanding citizens, and here to help us with our strange problems.
Yes, we're all in uniform.
Thank you.
It's just like, and of course, I love a nice pair of gentlemen shaking hands. That's great. But there's a couple ne'er-do-wells. Moved over to the Salt and Sand. Large group of them. And he looks at his hand like people check his nails, but he's pruning his. What's the word? When people when birds preening, he's preening his feathers off of his where his hands would be if he had legit hands. It's just now there's a large group of the worst of the worst are out there, but the ones that just maybe a little bit too old for that line of business. And he pats his belly. Stayed here. They got some hangers on. Shake an alleyway or two, you can find them. But we'll let you go on your way.
Of course, you have your job and we have ours. Good luck to you.
Thank you kindly for the passage.
But yeah.
And a pleasure, me.
pleasure meeting you. And you were, he points at Castor and Pollux, like, specifically, Ronnie points at Castor and Pollux, the one you shook his hand. And what was your name again?
I'm Pollux and Castor.
Nice to meet you. There's a car crash a couple of blocks away. Horace and Ronnie's just like, time to protect and serve. And they like slowly walk in the direction of the crash as you hear them talking about whether or not they're going to stop at the coffee place on the way.
They may be bores, but really glad you're here, Nichol.
Likewise, that could have ended much worse.
Almost did. Not surprised that they end up being not only a cop, but that kind of cop.
They don't seem like very good cops.
I don't know.
Well.
I feel like if you're lazy, then I don't know. I look around at the rest of like the town that we've been seeing, and things are fairly in like shambles, and so it's like, no, they're not just lazy's not good.
Thing is, you're probably using a different definition of cop than they do.
So, go ahead.
I would say, look, given the sort of shadiness of this neighborhood, I'm not 100% sure this is a great place to put an unprotected relay, but wanted to pull the coworkers here, see if maybe someone saw a more protected place than I have.
What you're looking at up and down the streets are, like, it's many buildings. A lot of these places have old signage. None of the, like part of the city was crazy lit up. It was basically like Times Square where you were before, but now it's just like really dilapidated. Some of these places have barely any lights in them. Like most of the some of the windows are boarded up. What business are here look like they've been here forever, but also don't look like they've changed the displays in the windows in like a decade situation. You know what I'm talking about? When you like walk down a street and it's just like, you know, the place is still open, but you can tell nobody's been in there except for the owner for like forever.
Right.
But it's nighttime at this point, so the fact that places are closed isn't like super awkward. You guys have also not seen a car come down this street since you've been walking down this way. And like after you got done talking to the cops, you don't see anybody. Like nobody's on the street. Like there were people like looking at you sideways, maybe a little agitated, maybe a little like worried about who you are, what you're doing there, but they're definitely not there anymore.
How like tall are the buildings? Because I don't know, maybe real estate's going to be cheaper in that case. If this ends up being a good spot for a radio tower, I don't want to mark it out just because
the matron's trying to buy these buildings. That's what she's doing. So like it wouldn't be cheap for you guys regardless. But they're like easily 8 stories is the shortest. But this place has like an incredibly tall like bank over here. That one's probably like almost a skyscraper, like early skyscrapers, is what you're surrounded with.
that's like the whole city, but like then the bank is also really tall
The bank
near
is,
where we're at.
the bank is close to you. Like that's the tallest building right now. Oh, and also there's just like some alleyways. There's definitely one alleyway that is like has light flickering out of it. And you can hear like the crackle of a fire a little ways down.
I'm okay with you if you do find a spot behind like a sign and stuff, I'm okay with putting a relay down for this neighborhood. And then, are we thinking we might like split up? Because, if Nichol, like, you already know kind of where like Penny and Pound have been, and then
he does not.
Like only where they used to be.
Yeah, like, and
like, did we want to check that out? But then also, oh look, signs of life down this like alley, this flickering alley, like, or stick together because well, we have to be in the group picture if we figure. But I don't know. Oh, I'm scared about splitting up because Nichol just showed off that no, we're probably better with him.
Agreed. I can say that I do not know my way around this city at all, and I will very likely get lost.
In that case,
agree with him.
Keep it quick. Nice. All right.
Well, guess we can pick a sign of one of these buildings and try to set up the relay. You can get out of here.
Yep, and try to do it when no one else is looking.
Right.
give me another 20-sided. Maybe it'll be higher than 10.
No.
No.
Just, whew.
Lower than 10. Look at that. So, here's your tough choice. Someone is, like, you're going to do it, but somebody's going to see you. Like, and by someone, I mean, you know, just someone. Nika just sent me the funniest fucking picture. And I don't know if she posted it anywhere else, but yeah, yep, that's fucking amazing.
It's a workshop. It's fantastic.
Hilarious. So somebody's gonna see you do this. Then nothing bad's gonna happen from that. Just, you know, somebody sees you do it. Or it's gonna start playing a sound before you're ready. Both gets it done. Both time, either way, you still have put this behind the thing, but it's gonna give you some feedback.
Oh, given our propensity for feedback, I'm gonna go with just having someone see us and hope for the best.
Right.
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, you have it up, but we'll leave it there. Yeah, so like you get your little thinger up. It's weird that you guys are doing urban graffiti. I'm just gonna, like, you have no right to put things up. I need you to know that. This is not your city. You have absolutely no authority. Just letting you know. So where are we off to now?
I think the old stomping grounds. See if there's any signs of life in this decaying chunk of city.
So, you guys are walking on the city. You guys, did I move the map? I should have. I was supposed to. I was trying to. Okay. Not that one. These tokens are way bigger than they look like they are, is the problem. So you guys have moved into the north of the city. The crew is still here on their boat, and you have put a little relay thing. Second. I did not know we were going to be like marking parts of the city with these things. Wow, Roll20 is going very slow right now. Valla, did you just like I know you said that you didn't mean to leave, but did it, like, when you came back in, was it crazy slow for you?
Not that I took notice of.
Weird. Okay. Don't need a ghost. How come they don't have any, like, here we go. We're just gonna put a little, like, heart token on the screen here. Right here is where you put it. Excellent. So we now know that there's a little, like, sound thing there. And the crew, once you are done fighting with each other, and you guys are all like Krieg is out of the captain's mouth. Everybody stands back up, brushes themselves off. You can see that there's a new ping on your sonar. So, like, that part of it's working. Like, you now, like, have basically ears in this part of the city, which is creepy. This is very Princess Bubblegum shit you're doing here. You don't watch Adventure Time, you don't get that. But it's very, very not surveillance in other people's cities. Would anybody like to try to identify what the sound was as a crew? Like what came over you all? And if so, how would you like to do that? And then we'll roll for it. But back to Lurid would like to do that. Do you have a way that you want to do that, or you just want to do like a like scientific roll? I like how you four were just like, yeah, I just attacked her, and she's like, yeah, I almost had I just got stabbed by my coworker, and she's like, and the other two are just like, cool. I'll bet that was nothing. My cat yelled. That wasn't me, I promise. The navigations tool it can give them anything. You could give them a map to the city. You could basically do that. Like, you can give everybody a up-to-date map to the city. You could give them like a GPS. Like anything that's like seems like it would be like sextants for like mapping the stars if you wanted to. Weather charts. Okay, Nika, can you roll me a 20-sider for Lurid? And I hope it's over 10. Has any roll, but no, there has not been a single roll over 10. Nice.
Oof.
This would be the worst time to start. You will begin, you four, the party, have walked past that little relay thing. You're not as close to it anymore. Crew, you begin to hear... No, it was a 7. It's were you about to change it, Lord? I'll change what I say. But with a 7, your tough choice is you begin to hear heartbeats again, like the heartbeat sound. You have the choice of turning it off right now or letting it play to try to get a little bit more information out of it with the chance that it might cause you all to throw hands again. And that is Lurid's choice. Let it ride. Okay. I'm gonna need another 20-sider for the crew. Krieg is going right back in the captain's mouth.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
he is.
okay. Okay.
Krieg gets dark and wet again. So yeah, there's something about the crystals. Something about the fact that crystals are here. It's just you hear a weird, not metallic effect. You've been doing music lessons, you've begun to figure out that sounds. Vatna has been studying the sounds. This is not metallic. It is not strings. It sounds like a ringing of glass or some kind of like gemstone is at the undercurrent of the sound. Like that is like what you can gather right before somebody bashes your head off the speakers as you're like closely listening. No more damage. You don't take any more damage, but that impact did destroy the speaker, so you can't listen in right now until you guys fix it. I don't know how to like put it. It's almost like somebody like licking their finger or like having their wet finger on a wine glass, kind of like undertone. Does that make sense?
Ceylon has a glass harmonica, and like
see, that's what I thought,
yeah.
But he said flute, so I was confused.
Yeah, little harmonica boy. You play the bowls, wet bowls, like they're a piano.
Yeah.
I don't have it yet. We're gonna get that commissioned. Get a good one. Oh, look real nice.
Right, so you guys do have a backup speaker, and it's just up to like reinstalling that. I won't make anybody roll for that. You're not like you would succeed anyway. So as you're like walking down, like you guys are walking down, and maybe you hear a little bit of like feedback coming from the speaker, but it's just like it doesn't really like get to you. You guys do walk past the alleyway that is like currently like lighting up, and inside the alley you do see like you don't see anything because it's black. That's what you see. You see nothing.
We see Twylark.
You do see just a crab man and a like a dragon man standing around this flaming barrel, like trying to like warm their hands up. And it's just like they're muttering back and forth. They seem really upset about something, but this is like, and then they look up and like, and what are you looking at as you pass the alley?
Patagon snaps his head back, away from them and tries to look forward.
I'm gonna give a look to Nichol, see if he knows if he's gonna engage or not.
Do I recognize him at all?
You don't roll me a 20-sider. That, like, even if this is a 1, nobody explodes.
I doubt it's gonna be above a 10.
Yeah, this is the one. Oh my god.
Nope.
No, it's not.
You maybe recognize, like, the dragon guy. He might have worked, like, for you before. The crab guy, no, you don't have anything on. Like, fuck, no, it's still a 4.
Yeah.
So, I need Castor and Pollux. You gotta roll me a 20-sider again.
What is?
Oh my goodness.
I need to know, are you rolling 10-siders or 20-siders?
I'm rolling a d20! It says it's a d20!
Knew this is gonna happen. I knew it. It doesn't matter as much as you prepare.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Trixie
I'll
decided
re-roll
you get to roll again.
Okay.
There you go.
Finally.
There we go.
I saw the 7. I saw the 7, but not the 1 at first. I was like this. But no, like you managed to like. One second.
Thank you.
Alright, sorry. So, your radio begins to go off, Castor and Pollux, but you two both, you hear it well before it, like, starts, like, playing, like, a sound. I assume you're gonna want to turn it off, but...
Oh yeah, they're definitely not gonna let it go.
I was like, you might, like, just want it to, like, let it ride, like Vatna did. These two, though, you see them, and all of you feel it, like, coming through your bodies a little bit, and, like, it makes you feel like somebody's watching you, you know? Like, it syncs up with your own heartbeats, so, like, if you weren't, like, listening for it, or, like, if you didn't have the warning from the radio, you would just assume that was your own heartbeat, but it's something, like, masking as your heartbeat, and you're all a little bit agitated. Nothing you can't just stop, but these guys, like, shouting, "What are you looking at?" Like, for a split second, you want to hurt them.
What are you looking at?
I have. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He's like, "What are you?" I was like, "Looks to me like I'm looking at 4 or 5 little idiots that are trying to, like, come into my town." And, like, the dragon one steps forward, and it's just like, "We don't need any new people here."
I'm gonna do a little magic eye. Go ahead. I didn't. Excuse me.
Sorry. Don't worry. We're not gonna be here long. Don't mean to hone in on your territory.
The crab one takes a step. He's like, "Damn right, you won't be here long." And, like, he takes, like, a big, like, little scuttling sideways step close to you.
I'm gonna do a magic eye to see if I can, like, feel the aura, but, like, of the sound, like, to see sound, essentially, kind of thing that's, like, happening around us. See if I can, like, tap in as this is happening.
All right, roll 20 sided. So, here's your tough choice. So, your tough choice is you can either see what's about to happen and not get punched in the face by a giant crab claw, or you can be spending too much time, or you can, like, be too engrossed in the aura reading, and you're gonna catch a crab claw to the side of your head.
I'm gonna catch that crab claw. Sound is very pretty.
So, yeah, take 4 damage.
How tall is the crab man?
He is, if he was on full height, like, if he managed to, like, right now he's about 6'5". But, like, his one claw is about the same size as his entire body. His other claw just looks like a normal, like, human-esque hand, by the way. But, like, he's just gonna, like clunk on his side. He's like, and, like, you see him and his shell, like, this is what your magic eye is gonna give you. It's like, it sounds so angry. Like, it looks so angry. Like you see something else's heart. Like, you see the do-doom, do-doom, do-doom. Like, but that beating is super angry, and underneath that you can see his, which is scared. Like, those, like, he's terrified, but he's also hyper-aggressive and angry.
Question.
Go ahead.
Is this guy a commoner or a minion?
Yeah, he would, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to use a sneak attack to incapacitate him. I've dealt with these sorts of guys before. I know if you get hit right below the carapace, a bit below the neck, probably I give him a good nap for a while.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll me that 20-sider. Please don't.
And if that fails, Pollux and Castor would like to intimidate them with their fact that they're 6'9", so they are definitely taller than the crab.
Oh my god.
Give me a second.
Okay. While that happens, roll me an intimidation on that dragon. Make him, like, I assume, like, trying to get him to step back, like, so he doesn't just jump in the fight.
Get him,
Yeah.
Grr. Go, Grr.
See? That's a success. It's barely a success.
Oh god, I can already hear that in Tattoo's voice. Oh. It's still a win.
Yeah, as for mine,
We got. Is it a reroll or a make it a 20?
I'm making it a 20.
Alright. So, like, he goes out. That crab is just fucking. That crab swats Ceylon in the side of the head, and then it's just like. I imagine, like, some martial arts situation, like, whoop ha!
basically, karate chop right to the carapace bit, give him like a non-fatal map.
What kind of jacket do you have? You have a big cape, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause the manta, how it's kind of like vibing. Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
flurls
big hat cape.
real good.
Like, the dragon guy backs down. He's just like, yo, and he is very scared. He's just like, I didn't want to fight. Like, I'm out. All right, I'm just trying to get.
Yeah, we're all trying to live here. I got you.
Just trying. Like, they've already come. Like, listen, he's not a bad guy. Like,
Yeah.
listen, Spencer's a good guy. He's all right. It's just.
Yeah.
There's been crews coming around trying to recruit us because, like, they don't think we got homes and stuff. That's fine. We got kicked out of our place. We're cool. We're all cool.
Yeah, don't worry. Your buddy's just knocked out. He'll be right as rain when he wakes up a little bit later. By the way, you mentioned about a couple people trying to recruit you. Happen to be any of the old power players around here, if you know what I mean?
He looks back and forth. You're like, who you working with? Like,
Right now, Captain. Back in the day, let's just say a couple of birds who didn't have huge muscles. Old school.
his eyes is like, and what about this bird? And he like nods his head upward at Patagon.
I don't mean to hurt anyone. Nope.
Are you aligned? Like, we all good? You're not with those ducks. It's just
Ducks?
like,
Nope.
I don't know any ducks.
right, all right, okay. And he just like, he settles down. He's still pretty scared. There's a quacking in the distance. There also might be like bear roars going on. And what the indescribable sound of two honey badgers fighting over a wheel. But that's in the distance. Don't worry about that. It's just like, okay. They said they had a job for us. And it's just like, all we had to do was go to the beach. Like, pick stuff up. I'm out of the game. And like, look at him. Look at Spencer. Does he seem like he's in any situation? Dude's been hyper aggressive lately.
You
Like,
ain't the only one.
it's like something's like really got us all on edge. Just, he can't take it. That's fine. I'm here for him. I got his back. But yeah, it's like they came up. There's these two owls. Like you know the two owls. Like they're putting together a small crew. Said all we need to do was comb the beach, and it wasn't dangerous or anything. They said, but I'm out of the game. I don't. What's not dangerous to them might be really dangerous to me. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I got out of that game a little while ago myself. Need help to stay out? Let me know. Name's Nichol Trafford, by the way.
He's like, Felix. No last name.
Well, thanks for the info, Felix. Yeah. Shame we had to come to a couple blows there, but at least we're both making it out of it alive. That's the most we can hope for nowadays.
Yeah, it's not the first time he got knocked out. Won't be the last. And he's just like, but it's probably not best if you're here when he wakes up. You know what I mean?
I got you. We'll get out of your hair.
And he like drags him back to their like little like lean-to home by the dumpster back there. So,
mention to the others when we go, might want to check up on them later. See if they might need a place outside the city.
Right. Yeah, we should definitely.
So crew in the ship, you guys have your speaker back on, so you didn't hear any of that. So whatever just happened, you guys didn't hear any of it. Like, so it's all just, for a quick second you had another bit of a ruckus, and now the speaker's back reinstalled. So we are gonna go here. Yes. Here we are. We are at the coastline. You're not as close. Oh, no. You still can't see it because I still got dark
We're
mode
back
on.
in black.
Here we go. Like, your characters are not like as close to them as it's seen. Like, you guys can hide or like whatever you want. But I'm gonna move these just for the map's sake. You see Penny and Pound, a very small, like, screeching owl, like red screeching owl, and a very, like, large, not super muscular, but large, barn owl. This is Penny and Pound. Nichol would know them. The rest of you may have heard the reputation. If you knew about the fact that they exist at all, then the very obvious who they are. And they are ordering around a bunch of crab people and a frog dude. As they're combing the beach. And you immediately notice what they're combing the beach for. They are picking up scraps of the Wanderpus that have floated to shore.
Oh.
Of course,
see.
it actually is them.
And like, they're not being mean. They're not like they don't have like whips on them or anything. They are also like combing the beach as well. But they do have like lookouts placed, and like apparently this might not be the most like legal. I hope you all could hear my air quotes. Like situation, but yeah, that is what they're doing right now. And like you see them like picking up records. It's like, what is this it, boss? It's like, put it in the box. And like they have basically a big red wagon kind of deal that they are filling with stuff that looks like it might have come from the Wanderpus. And most of it did. Like some of it's just like pipes, like gauges, records from like the record player, bricks from the oven, stuff like that. But they are like taking special care in grabbing anything that looks like it might be silver.
Looks like this is an opportunity to be front page.
Yeah, the currents are definitely taking things a lot farther than you would have expected.
Please let this go smooth. Please let this go smooth.
Maybe we can get some of our stuff back from the ship.
I think if we do, we're definitely going to have our picture taken up on a stage. But how do we do it?
Well, I guess. Oh, go ahead.
If you want to do something quietly, I can. I can, provide a bit of cover. Fog.
I don't know, we've been pretty clumsy so far. 'Tis my nature. Is there anything else we got cooking in them heads?
Right, yeah. I'm definitely not a combat-oriented bird, so that would be my last idea.
I could always
I-
provide a distraction of pretty lights.
I might have something else too. I actually just played a diplomacy tool there, a really nice bottle of gin, something that I figure that some of the higher ups in Parliament might like.
Oh, absolutely. Like you would, yeah. Like if you say they like gin, they like gin.
I mean, it's noir. Everyone likes gin.
Tastes like juniper berries, and juniper berries are not my favorite.
Aw. Fun to say, though.
Yeah, the
Did we-
back button. Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking of, we're thinking maybe we can, strike a deal with them? Is that kind of our intent? Because I don't know if we can just start combing the beach ourselves kind of thing. Or can we?
Yes, but who knows what they've already gathered of our stuff.
Exactly. Do you all have suggestions for things that we could, make a deal with? If it gets to that, if that's our tactic, because...
Well, I mean, they do look like they need a hand. I mean...
Honestly, if this was back in the old days, I don't think you would have caught dead, actually helping with combing the beach like this.
Mm-hmm. So, I can tell him... We can tell him what does and doesn't have value. And, then we'll be in the process of splitting it up. That feels dubious, but at least we'll get something back. And again, it just matters if we get something, we'll spin it as a success anyways.
Well, not to mention the whole thing about the buildings.
Well, she wants to buy the buildings from them,
Yeah.
right? So
That
maybe
was
we
the
just
mission
make
that you
that...
were given.
Maybe we make that the we'll introduce you to them. I guess they already know of each other. It's just we'll make that deal happen.
Somebody roll me a 20-sided. Doesn't matter who.
I don't trust anyone's rolls.
Right?
I don't want to be the person, but I'll.
I guess I'll go for it.
I got it. Oh my god, baby, you got it. Oh no, he had it.
Making that 5.
Good job on the 19.
It's the first one that comes up.
It's literally.
I like the wasted 19 though.
No. Some of my feathers fall off because of that. I'm so ruffled.
Oh, that's so...
Right behind you, the whole time during that entire conversation, there was a crab guy, and he's just like, "Hey, boss, they're wearing the clothes that you said to look for," and all of you just jump, and this crab guy's behind you.
Oh, hi.
I've been out of this game for too long.
And the two of them come walking, and it's just like, esteemed guests, and just slowly just clapping his hands. Look at you. And Penny, who's the Penny's the small one, Pound is the really big one. Penny just walks up and she's it's what do we have? I know that stink. You working for that? And then Pound sees Nichol, and he's just wow. Excuse me, Penny. We got a familiar face back there in the crowd. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I take out the bottle of gin. Yeah, he's got something for sure as heck didn't expect this reunion.
All this time hasn't lost his sense of society, civility. Is that the word I'm looking for, Penny? Civility will work there, Pound. And he's just like, well. What a fantastic outfit you got there. It's like,
Yeah, told me I had to have vaguely uniform stuff. This is the most I could convince him to do.
I don't know what Kari means by like playing that, but so he's just like, well, welcome back to town. You're looking just stylish. You got a cape. I appreciate little flourishes. And he's just like pats down his suit, and you can see his suit has had much better days. Like he's still still been pressing it, but it's a bit like threadbare at the elbows and whatnot, and the shoulders. It's just like from a distance, he's still looking the part. But up close, you can tell they've seen much, much better days.
For what's worth, things went to crap when The Rock did his stuff.
The Rock had a power grab for sure. And then he got shot in the head. And Penny, the small one, like looks over the crew real quick. It's like, still no leads on who did that. And then I assume you've heard what happened to the bank. Like, they took everything. All in one night. Whoever came in, one fell swoop. We went from living large, like sure. Like The Rock had all like the power, but we still had the money. And it was a hit on our bank. Like, and we went just broke overnight. So now here we are, collecting pieces of like this weird ship that keeps washing up on the shore.
You want to fill up your coffers again, boys?
Oh, we're doing all right, but we're never against a proposition. You got a proposition? Hit us with a proposition.
Well, we're never doing enough. I agree. I see you got a little red wagon, little red wheelbarrow over there with some interesting stuff. We know exactly what is good and is worth it, and I think we can also strike a deal, kind of help you out here, and as one of your crab fellows might have overheard, see about a little real estate proposition for you.
Oh, we know the worth of this stuff. And like he reaches into the opening of his jacket to like his jacket pocket, and he just pulls out a gun, and like it looks a lot like you guys' guns, but it's just like solid silver with like inlaid like little leaves and stuff. It's very fancy. It's just like, see, we still got a factory or two off the books, you know. And he like gives everybody a wink. And we know what this stuff's worth. And he does at this point point the gun at you.
Oh, of course.
And I need you to know that I'll accept a deal for many things, but this here right here, see this wagon? That's ours.
Oh.
And while you all are like focused on the gun in front of you, Pound has pulled out like 2 sets of like brass knuckles that are also, well, silver knuckles. And it was just. Wait, Quarry, are you saying that you want somebody to steal the wagon?
Like a duck just shows up, like beats us all to it.
Maybe.
Well, now.
Because we're the distraction. No.
Alright, so you guys from above, you didn't even hear the airship coming, but you see Vatna at the side just like shooting a warning shot, shouting to everybody to stand down. And Penny and Pound just like they raise their hands for a second, and it's just like, what? It's just like, is this a setup? Like looking at Nichol, it's just like, why does everybody turn traitor?
First, I didn't turn traitor. Only reason why I left, because you went. Second,
Yeah. But now you got your friends opening fire on me. This clothes look an awful lot like yours. You're wearing this symbol we find on all the coins.
that's the whole thing. After I left the rock, I had to find someplace there. Still doesn't mean I don't like you. I mean, you were a couple of the best things that ever happened to me.
And she's like, and now?
And we were
now you're
genuine about wanting to make a deal.
Yeah. And then, like, you see, some of, like, you see the frog guy? Like, from behind you, like has, in the thing, has left with the wagon. Has just dragged the wagon on behind him. And the three crabs just have that, like, four crabs all have their, like, hands up. They're like, uh-oh. They don't want to get shot. Yeah, I realize you meant to do no damage. But a gun was fired.
Pollux and Castor just quietly watching as the frog takes all the stuff.
Same. Definitely wondering if they know.
Absolutely not. Like it was stolen right out. It was like he saw an opportunity and he slowly started moving when Penny had pulled the gun, and then like after Vatna fired the warning shot, he basically fled while everybody else was looking up. But yeah, Castor, Pollux, and Patagon are in the perfect position to see them like not in the middle of conversation with them, just like see a frog hopping away with all of that stuff. But to be clear, Penny and Pound do not know yet. And it's just like,
Yeah. But Penny, Pound, and just because you did job one way doesn't mean you have to keep doing it the same way forever.
but it's just like, listen, we need some muscle to take the town back. That's all. These scraps have been making us some of the, and he just like leans close to Nichol, and it's just like, it's been making us some of the choicest weapons. You know what happens if you fire out of one of these guns? Like pointing, like he's no longer pointing the gun at anybody, just pointing it like not directly in the air because he doesn't want Vatna to think that he's threatening the airship. It's just like, these things, they're crazy. Like, you don't even need to load them. It's just like, but then, you remember Melvin, right? And, again, if you roll low, you just don't remember. So please roll me a 20-sided to see if you remember who Melvin is. Nope.
No.
You maybe like, he's like yeah, you like with a like this is a tough choice or whatever. So I'll give it to you after a second. You know, you remember him, small guy, weird face, really into carving sculptures. Like, and like eventually it does click. It's just like, yeah, he never went out on any mission. Basically, the accountant. He's the guy that ran the bank.
Oh yeah, I'm Mr. Numbers.
Fucking great guy. Until the bank was robbed and we had to, you know, somebody had to get. And Penny, you see Pound like crack his knuckles. Like, sadly, somebody had to like somebody had to bleed for it, It's just how this is this thing of ours. But he went all traitor on us. Can you believe it? Rats us out every chance he gets. We had him designing these weapons. He took off. Haven't seen him in ages. Now, you want us to do something. I assume, based on her stink coming off of you, it's for the matron. And I understand. I can promise you we'll have a sit down. Maybe we can all come to terms. I can't promise you that we will, but I promise we'll listen. But
That's the best I could hope for.
and we're keeping this gin. Thank you. Civil. But, scratch my back. I scratch your back, you gotta scratch mine. I just need you to find him. Do me a favor. Find Melvin. Yeah, we're positive he hasn't left the city. We got the coast and the skies covered. And he's just like, and then Pound looks up. Maybe not as covered as we thought. But he's in the city. And I assume he's in our old stomping grounds. So, find him. Don't have to hurt him. We're not asking you to hurt him. We just need you to get us back those blueprints. We want to keep making these wonderful tools of ours. And then we can have a sit down with your lady. Maybe you guys can play intermediary for us. A little bit of mediation. Does that sound good?
Gonna look back to the others, see what they're thinking.
It's a start.
We have to start somewhere. I mean,
We do have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Like
Penny
everyone
walks
else
up.
is willing, go for it.
Penny walks up to shake your hand. He's just like, it'll be good working together again.
Yeah, I guess it will.
It's like, we're just in that building over there, and he points at, like, the factory that you guys definitely stole the airship from. The one that all the windows were, like, covered up with, like, brown paper. And it's just like, we're over there. You know the score. Show up, 3 knocks. We'll let you in. Just get us those blueprints back. I mean, Pound's just like, I wouldn't be completely averse to seeing Melvin again. Guy owes me a little bit of money. But, not gonna press you. You've moved on. And there's a little extra in it, though. You just let me have a talk with him, Just behind closed doors talk. And I could definitely make it worth your while.
I'll keep that in mind.
Is I'm actually gonna roll a 20-sider. So you guys are out. You're not in the city. Like the picture shows that like the buildings are much closer to you than it seems like. Than it actually is. You see a bunch of like lights flash on in the city and then like go dark. And you hear just a bunch of gunshot.
Oh boy.
Also, crew in the airship, you see it too. Like you see, from you guys' vantage point, you do see like slight riot, not full scale riots. It's not like everybody working together to like cause one mass destruction. Just people like stopping and just swinging at each other, like people like coming flying out of their houses, all genders, all ages and stuff, just swinging on each other.
I'm going to take a quick look back to Penny and Pound there. Eyebrow raised. Has that been happening a lot lately?
A lot. But right around the time fucking Melvin split. Stole the blueprints, stole some of the materials, stole some of my money. Again, I'm not really harping on the money, but if you can get him a little conversation, that'd be alright.
Message received.
I don't know how like in the know the other like 4 companions here are. It's just like I pay well. Do I look like a violent fellow? He looks like a violent fellow.
You look like a fellow who's willing to talk when necessary.
Just have I love a good conversation. So, and there might be more information, somebody here, but like you guys are gonna have to. And also, if anybody on the crew wants to like use the sonar to try to like locate what's like the sounds or whatever, that's perfectly fine. Like we can just make a roll for that. Just tell me what you guys want to do.
I think I'd like to see if we could get a bit more information.
And also, if Patagon finds a nice place to sneak another relay, and then that'll help Sonar's attempt to find a source.
Yeah,
you can make a roll for it.
I was gonna say, if we need a distraction from them, I'm very tempted to have Pollux bring up the fact their wagon was stolen.
Good idea.
No, actually, I am gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Pollux clears his throat and looks to the owls. Good sirs, I do hate to interrupt, but perhaps you should have kept a better eye on things. It looks like someone's nicked off with your goods.
And Pound just whips on the fuck. It's just, can no one be trusted? And he walks up, he stomps up to the crabs. He's just like, I know the fog was one of your friends. I know the fog was your friend. It's like his new hire. You recommended him. I had it on good word, Gertie. Gertie, look at me. Look at me. You said he was a good worker. Gertie. And like, you can see the crab that's right behind you, slowly slinking back. Because that's Gertie.
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple steps back myself. I know where this has been going.
And it's just like, the crab's just like, I'm not Gertie, I'm Hemp. And like, the one behind you just runs away, and you see Pound like with his fucking like silver knuckles, and he slams them together, and this is like a wonderful little ring to him, much like the silver instruments would go off. Nothing like, but you do see, much like the Leto engine when it was about to explode, his hands are glowing slightly blue, and he just stomps off into the city after him. So Gertie's running, Pound's after him, Penny's just sighing. Sept has a shovel.
Well, Penny, it does look like it looks like your partner's learned a couple new tricks in the years since I was out.
There have been some massive advancements in technology. But anyway, he points the gun at the three crabs. He's just like, I don't think any of you had anything to do with it, but this might be the best time to answer, get anything off your chest as possible. I think my friend Nichol here is going to ask you some questions, and we're all going to answer honestly. Is that clear? And they all terrified. 3 absolutely terrified crabs just nodding their head.
While they're distracted there, Pollux gives a nod to Patagon and whispers, "You might want to hurry."
Yes, for sure. I'm finding a good spot right now. Those rocks look promising, and this shovel should help to cover it all up.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for that. Yeah, you had enough things that lead you to getting it done correctly. That is fine. And like Penny's just like, go ahead, ask your questions. I'm pretty sure they'll be honest.
Right. Well, let's start with something easy there. That other thing that Mr. Numbers Melvin took. Maybe you could give me a couple more details on it. What it looks like. What might blow up if some wrong happens with it. Normal stuff that's good to know in this line of business.
The crab in the center is just like hands up. He's just like, all right. So, Melvin and Pound were out on the beach the other night. We all saw some weird, like a couple weeks back. We saw some weird flowers. Like they've been growing. It's like weird. And like so, Melvin opens one up, and he sees like this crystal. It's like this red crystal, and inside the center of the crystal was just this like. And I know it's gonna sound crazy. But there was a beating heart. So, Pound wanted it, and then Melvin like just took it and ran, and like he had the blueprints and stuff on him. But like, and Penny's just like, you didn't tell me about this crystal. It's like, yeah, it was just like it had a heart in it. It was beating. It was like red, and then he took off, and everybody was more worried about the fact that he had the blueprints. Nobody asks me anything. I just know what to dig, man. And he holds up a valve. He's like, I found this. It didn't get stolen.
Beating heart.
Inside a crystal, glowing red. Cool.
And inside a damn flower.
Yeah, it was in a flower. I know crystals don't come out of flowers. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I've heard a few things about flowers lately. You'd be careful about them.
It's like we've been all right about them. Like we just, you open them up. It's kind of like a Christmas situation. Like, well, not Christmas. They don't know what Christmas is. Christianity hasn't been invented in this world. It's like a holiday.
Founders
It's like
Day?
What's that?
Founders Day?
Like it's a Founders Day present. Like it's great. You open it up. It's something random, something different every time. Like somebody's got like a knife. Somebody else got a gun. Like some piles of silver. Like I swear, and it's wild. Somebody found a fairy in one of them. A full-on fairy.
But no other crystals?
What? No, there was a fairy. There was silver, and then there was a crystal with a beating heart.
As you do. All right. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. So, like...
Roll me a 20-setter.
Yeah. All right.
Me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't be lame.
You have not heard of it.
Nah.
Or you just, for some reason, cannot, for the life of you, remember the fact that Kawari threw one of those, threw a crystal with a heart in it, into the engine to make it, to power it through, to fly a mountain in the last game.
Yeah, no, not the detail of like the heart in the crystal. Yep. Just. Yep.
That wasn't you? It wasn't Croy? Who did that then?
It would have been Royce? No?
Oh, that. I think it might have been Zagna.
Of course, that's why I don't remember. You were thinking the wrong person.
But then at the end of the game, I asked Kawari what he reported, and he said everything.
Yeah, and it's just not coming to my mind.
So yeah, it was like, last we saw was, like, Melvin was wandering into, like, the last reports we have is sightings of Melvin were in, you know, our old stomping grounds. And it's just like, so...
By chance was, last time the reports was Melvin looking all pissed off, or?
No, he was, like, really paranoid, but, like, he didn't, like, and, like, the crab just, like, shakes his head. He didn't throw hands. He just was.
Good
Like,
for
he
him, I
ran.
guess.
But you would know that, like, you would know that the bank is where Felix always was. It's the only place Felix ever was, really. He was in the bank when it was robbed. They just didn't know they were being robbed. That was a game where everybody rolled well.
I recall. It was quite the success. Until it wasn't.
Apparently they stole our luck with the money.
Right? Like, you all do feel another, like, just beating, like, doo-doo. It doesn't, like, you feel it for a second. You're all pretty agitated, but it wears off. And, like, you see Penny, like, shake his head. He's just, like, you see him slowly start to point his gun at Nichol, but then, like, pulls it back and, like, puts it away. Sorry. It's just...
That's been happening a lot there. If look at my one companion there, you'll see a bit of a telltale stab. If this keeps getting worse, there may not be much of a city left.
I do like this city. So yeah.
Yeah, it's moments.
Find Melvin. Do what you want with him. If you could stop this, if this is him, great. The blueprints are all I really need for the... That's our deal. You bring me those blueprints, I'll have a sit down.
Understood.
And yes... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say there, well, actually, after he talks, I'll say something else there.
Oh, I was about to answer, Kawari, that the crew on the ship can hear what's being said. But yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say there, one of the other things when we're finishing up there, I'm actually going to get close to Penny here, and then whisper and make sure no one else can hear. By the way, if what I heard is that the people I'm with there used to have a really good tailor. If you want, I can give you a name there to help update with your wardrobe. Of course, you didn't hear from me. Just happen to have this whole idea on your own.
It's like, he, like, looks touched. Like, I always knew you were one of the good ones. It's just like, if this all works out, and he, like, does the, like, handshake and squeezing of the upper arm situation. If this works out, I'll look forward to working with you guys again.
Well, if this works out, I can definitely give you a name of a captain who might be interested in having a talk to.
So, Lurid, do you want us to roll a 20-sider to see if, like, you guys can, like, locate the crystal situation, or? Because now that you know that you're looking for a crystal, like, you guys might be able to, like, pinpoint it. Based on how we roll, which is terrible. Not me. I rolled once. I got a 12. I think I'm okay. The dice do seem to hate all of you. Okay. Apparently Quarry's playing a card, so I'm gonna hold on a second. These guys were the mob, though. They have definitely killed people. I need everybody to know that. But you guys have too. Except for, like, I don't think Patagon or Pollux or Castor have. Like, not in front of me, at least. Not yet.
Oh, given how the rolls are going, it might not be too long.
I don't know about that.
I do have body count in my background, so.
Well, that's why you're here leading the charge. Again, it's great to have you, kid.
Nika, do you want to roll for Quarry, or you want me to roll it? I'm good either way. Hooray!
Oh.
Or we don't. Just like spill your coffee on it? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, we'll change.
Let's think. Oh, were you changing that?
Possibly have to. My thought was going to help them by using the relays to help triangulate the position so that they don't end up, teleporting to the bottom of the ocean or something.
Oh, that's a good role playing how the 2 became a 20. Very good. So, like, you start to do the shadow seek, but as soon as, like, you cast the shadow forth, your shadow gets furious. Like, your shadow just gets enraged, and for a second, you're positive your shadow's about to come back and kill you. But, you bounce back and forth through the things, and you land directly at the bank. But, like, you have a feeling that it is underneath. Like, you, with a 20, like, you know that wherever this crystal is actually underground. But, so, did you guys want to just go to the bank, or what's the plan here? Like, you guys will know that it's also at the bank.
Yeah, I think our best chance would be the bank. I mean,
So we want to do Crystal and then Melvin, and then okay, yeah, let's go see that crystal.
I mean, the effects of this crystal would definitely hamper negotiations.
I was in that game, right? Like, I was in the bank robbing game.
I don't think so.
Like, God, I really don't have a good memory.
The bank was Toast, Leto, Nika. Woodland wasn't actually in it, but he did a lot. You know, I can't remember. I did it wrong again. I was just like, why am I on the wrong screen? Hey, fun question just for me's sake. Can you guys see what's up here? It should be blacked out, but like...
I do not. I just see...
It is blacked out.
Nice!
Yeah, I see nothing past, like... I can't remember how to do the pings. There we go. I see nothing past, like, this line section.
Excellent. And everything is correct. Oh, let me not move you guys directly all the way in here yet. So you walk into the bank, and it is just a shell of its former self. It is like it's got some of the chairs that just have now been moved, have like stuff on covering them. The counters have like the typewriters bolted down, but everything that's not bolted down is gone. I never use dynamic lighting. I just don't. But you do, like... I'm gonna say, stepping in Patagon, you get an uneasy feeling. You immediately just feel uneasy.
Right. I don't have a great feeling here. We might be getting close to a source or some other... interference. I'm not 100% sure at this point.
So, yeah, this is the bank right now. You guys can look around. You've been told that you are close to it. Like, the crew tells you that this is where you're looking. Like, this is where it's supposed to be. Based on, like, multiple things. Like the crystal should be underneath you.
Quick question. Is this where the rock got killed? And second, would I know that?
The rock got killed in a factory. The factory that Penny and Pound are, like, using right now. But this is the bank that they robbed. It's also the bank that I believe Valla made like fall apart in the Beak, Feather, and Bone game that we played. Which is how we ended up with this bank in this shape that it's in. It was robbed, and then nobody wanted to go to it anymore.
I'm gonna step up a little bit there. Keep an eye out for anything that's looking like it's ready to come out and shoot us.
Roll me a 20-sider.
Okay.
Just not a 1. Or maybe a 1. I would love a 1. But...
Can we please roll
it's
above
not a
a
1.
10?
Okay. So, Nikus, for fuck's sake, is really funny. You, as you're taking a step, you happen to step on... I'm gonna say you step... It's actually really hard for me to see. Yeah, we'll say you step right here. That's actually where the more or less was. Like, you step, and then you hear, like, it kind of click, and then just this typewriter, a gun opens up behind, like, from the back of it, and just shoots in your direction.
Look out!
And your tough choice is, like, that it's gonna shoot regardless. Here's your tough choice. Where do you jump? It's not gonna hit you, because you still passed. But you have to tell me where you are jumping to.
I'm gonna jump, I'd say, to the left.
Alright, tell me which one of these things you're gonna land.
Okay.
Okay, just, yeah, dead. Alright, you are safe, nothing else fires at you. Everybody has, like, a quick moment to just stop. Like, you are now, everybody realizes immediately that this place is booby-trapped.
Have I mentioned that I really hate today? Because I want to mention that. I really, really hate today.
I don't blame you.
Two things I don't normally use. Traps and dynamic lighting.
Well,
I guess Pollux and Castor are going to try and carefully make their way around these things.
Alright, click on one of these things and tell me which one you're stepping on.
I guess we'll start there since that's the one I'm closest to.
Please roll me a 20 center.
Oh god.
19, look at that. Success. This chair over here fires a crossbow bolt out of it. But with a 19, and I don't mean to ever take any agency away from you. I'm gonna say that you duck down to like dodge it. And if you like, and the people on the stream, you guys aren't gonna be able to see this very well. But with a 19, I'm gonna give it to you. Right here on this particular tile, you notice some owl print.
I am going to have Pollux and Castor try to step over this black tile and onto that white one.
Yeah, and with the 19, I'll give you the, like, so it's here, here. If you zoom way in, you can see them, but you can follow the path to the door. Like, there is a very specific...
Oh, I see it!
There are bird tracks.
Aha!
How about that?
Pollux is going to... Well, Castor, not Pollux, is going to look down and look around to the others before gleefully shouting, "Look here! There's tracks on some of these tiles!"
oh, that's hopefully joyous news. So long as they're not bloody.
They just look like this is a dirty floor, and this is where these ones have been stepped on a bunch.
Well, follow the leader after you.
So like, you guys can all like, I'll let you get up here. I'll put you where, in case you can't see them. These are the untrapped tiles. You get in front of the door, in front of the safe, and you do see that like there have been multiple attempts to like blow it up and get beyond, but the door is still standing tall. Like, it is very dented from the explosions, but clearly Krabbit can be used to do a lot of things. You can set him down and tell him to do things. You can have him open doors, stuff like that. He has a really big knife. You can tell him to go kill people if you want to. We haven't really had that right now, so. But you do have the large safe door in front of you, and it's big. It's taller than any of you. It's obviously thick enough to survive multiple explosions. But that is where the tracks lead. So, and they are about the size of Melvin's feet, by the way. Like, from what you remember of Melvin, probably, maybe.
Yeah, those tracks look vaguely Melvin shaped. Better than anything else I can see here.
it stinks too in here. Like it smells like rotten meat in a weird way.
Huh. Does anyone else smell that? Or is it some after effect of all of the other things going on? Definitely smells foul. Foul. Wow.
Yes, I got it.
Oh, there
Got
we
it in
go.
one. Yeah. Alright, so you are all presented with this. You guys can ask anybody on the ship for help, or if you guys have an idea of getting past this, or further exploring, anything's available.
Also-
Actually,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm posting a link to the World Anvil. I made an article for this specific adventure, and you can see all of our moves and a little bit more about us. If that helps you help us, that'd be great. What's your ideas?
well, let's say I have this Crabbert. I think I may put him down and see if he can open the door.
Oh, absolutely. I'll roll for Crabbert.
Worth a try. It looks like explosives have been attempted and are not successful, so.
Nope, I didn't mean to roll 2d20. I'm taking the top one, 13. So, you see, what did I do too? You see Crabbert's, just sidle up to it. Like, he steps on ones that don't work. Like that, he steps on traps, but they all go off and fire way higher than him.
Oh, well, at least he also gives us where not to step.
Right. Definitely going to note that.
Where's my Crabbert token? But, so you just see him start swinging at the, just swinging this giant butcher knife. Which, again, Crabbert's very small. So when Crabbert stepped here, here, and here, all three of those, set off a trap. So, you guys, bullets are ricocheting off the wall. And at this point, Crabbert, holds his knife, and he starts shaking it, and it starts, glowing red. And you just see him, Qui-Gon Jinn is trying to Qui-Gon Jinn his way through this safe. It looks like he's just putting a lightsaber. You have the feeling that this will get it done, but it's going to take forever.
Well,
Anyone got anything to pass the time?
say we definitely want to watch
I
the
think-
door.
Yeah, I think we want to go faster, help him out if we can.
You want to throw a little birdie out there, Patagon?
Yeah, I'm gonna put one near the door entrance that we came in and watch for any intrusions to our progress.
What is your birdie? Is it also like a penguin?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say it has to be flying bird, so totally.
I guess it's not a flying bird then.
Just an emu.
God damn. Oh, they smell so bad. Okay.
So, what ability are you using? What is going on here?
It's the little bird ability, so it summons an illusionary bird somewhere nearby. Keep watch over the area. So it's going to be near the entrance we came in, assuming that there isn't any other entrances that I'm not aware of.
I think a portable hole is a little bit too strong for one of those requisition items. Because just making a quick door might be a little too strong for it.
Actually, could that be maybe a battering ram instead? I just got an idea.
I'll accept it to be a battering ram.
Okay,
Or Yeah.
Yeah, what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to take out this fake cigarette in my pocket there. And first, I'm going to use burn to blow hot air on the vault door. And the moment that's done, I use it again there and blow cool to freezing air on it immediately after while it's still nice and hot. So using burn, then freeze right after.
All right, and then you're gonna try to hit it with the battering ram?
Yeah.
Okay. So a battering ram is probably gonna take all of you to hold, just so, like, because it's gonna be a big one. And I'm gonna need you to roll me a 20-sider. Basically, the risk for this is if you set off any traps while you're like trying to get this done.
Fair enough. I'm making the roll.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh,
Woo!
How about
that's
that?
20.
Finally.
Good
I
God.
love
Go
the
team,
way
go!
plans come together.
So yeah, the door shatters, and you can all like stand in here now. If you look directly up in here, there's a giant hole in the ceiling, and you can just see the second floor from where you're standing. And the smell of like garbage is coming from up there, but you do see a locked hatch. Crabbit waddles in, by the way. He's like clink, 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 clink.
Good job.
Ding ding when you pat him.
Well, the stench is definitely getting more powerful, so maybe we're going the right way.
Hold on, I got it. So above the like hanging on the wall above the hatch, like you look forward, like ignore the hatch for a second, you see what looks like a mask, kind of like a domino mask, but it does have like a relatively large crystal in the center of it, like some kind of gemstone with like fancy feather flourish coming off of it. That is what's in the wall for you, like right in front of you, Nichol. You are able to grab that if you would like.
I in fact would like to grab it. I don't think I'm going to keep it, but anyone else in the group who would be interested, feel free.
I'll hold on to the mask.
I'm pretty sure we've seen something like that before. Just be wary if you're tempted to put it on.
It does not feel particularly cursed. I wouldn't give you guys cursed items for like magic, using magic cards. This thing is called, I'll copy and paste it for you, Valla, in the thing, but what it is Masquerade. When placed on the face of a mannequin or statue, the mask fuses, it costs 2 AP to use, fuses with and animates it. The mask turns the object into an automaton who acts as your aid for the next hour or so. If the target is attached to something like a stone base, it breaks free. So, like, if it's a statue, like, placed on something, it will literally, like, break off and get moving.
Nice.
It responds to your command to the best of its ability, but cannot engage, it cannot engage in combat. Remove the mask, revert it to its original form. That is what you got.
Woohoo!
But you also have a door.
I assume that I'll just be putting this in my inventory.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'll give you the spelling and stuff. It's just Masquerade.
Yep, I just need the description of what it does.
Yeah, I'll hit you with that probably right after this game, unless you want to use it during this game.
If we find a statue, perhaps.
So, where are we going? We going to go down the hole?
We gonna split up, team, or?
Oh, the upstairs was literally just the way to get in.
Gotcha. Not like that's where the garbage smell is coming from down below,
No,
not
the
the
garbage
second
was
floor.
coming from above. Just something is rotting upstairs.
Okay.
You guys can go check it out.
I'm okay with not getting our clothes like gross smelling, but somebody else wants out. I ain't gonna say no.
Not particularly, no. I believe the basement sounds like a better idea since that was the indication that it was below us.
Let's go.
I'm in agreement.
All right.
Sounds good.
You all go down the wonderful little ladder. Oop, that's the bar. Is this? Before I move the map, I want to know if I'm gonna like as into stuff. I figured it out this time.
Oh.
Not at all ominous.
So you do see this little gentleman. He is Melvin. I would like to introduce everybody to Melvin Bailey. He's an artist. He is hacking away at red crystals, and he does have like a crystal with a heart in it next to him. And he just like looks up and sees all of you coming down the ladder. He does grasp his like large crystal in his hand. Is it stay back? Stay back! Who are you? How'd you get through my door?
Been a long time, Mr. Numbers.
He just whips the pickaxe at Nichol. I'm gonna roll an attack for that. Like, he's literally immediately 1d20. There we go.
Oh god.
So you take 2 damage as this pickaxe like stabs into your shoulder. It's not like a huge pickaxe, it's a little like chiseling tool. But he is immediately all aggressive. He's just like, stay back.
Yeah, nice to see you too, asshole.
You're working for them. Think I don't know? You think I don't know? You think I'm a fool? You think everyone forgets the name of Melvin Bailey? Nobody thinks that I'm capable. Nobody thinks that I'm gonna do these things. But look here. Look here. Look at what I've done. And like looking around the room, he is like got crystalline statues. They're all made of specifically red crystals. They might be familiar if you've been paying attention to the other games. And they're all like of statues of old gods from like some of you, if any of you have like religion and you might even like even if you're from a different world, like they look familiar.
So, Melvin, what do these statues mean to you? I mean, they obviously are very ornate.
In a very loud, gravelly heartbeat of a word, he just says power, and you all feel that like that rage and paranoia go through you.
Oh boy!
I'm not gonna make you roll right now for it, but just know that it's close.
Yes.
Did
Well,
the earplugs help at all?
Yeah, the little like the stones, dampening stones. Or, like share them, turn them on, or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are those made of crystal?
No. I mean, there's. I'm saying they're stones.
Roll. If you have those in, you have to roll.
Who did you give them all to?
I gave them to Nichol, and like I put one on them. Real stylish.
So yeah, you have like the word power echoes again out of that crystal.
Making a roll then.
Yep. 14. Okay, you resist it. Like you go back and you like your head shakes, but you do not go like crazy with like you do not go rage crazy.
Yeah, I settle for flipping him off.
This is like, I've seen worse, I've heard worse. Think I'm scared of you? I'm not scared of any of you anymore.
Do we want to put him to sleep? Do we want him not to even, like, have more opportunity to do things? And, like, we group, like, get a lullaby, just knock him down. That's my suggestion.
You know, he needs to really not be awake right now.
Yeah. Any word he says is going to be amplified.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
So, so the way I envision when we're doing, like, when we're doing stuff, I was thinking about, like, first of all, Patagon, I think you're super cute, and I feel like you could play with your beak, like a trumpet, like an old little marching band, kind of like kind of thing. And I was thinking of Pollux and Castor, that you can use your field radio and, like, extend the antenna and kind of play it like a theremin, because, like, sick and of the time. And, like, Nichol, I didn't have anything specific for you to join us in Lullaby. It's because we're doing music lessons soon, and so these poor guys have been just putting up with me down at the control coop. Control coop. Kind of working through this. So we've already kind of worked together, like, a little thing to kind of amplify the lullaby. But if you had anything you wanted to contribute while we do this...
I appreciate all of this, I really do. I do have to read the spell Sleep to you. You whisper.
Yeah, so we gotta get, like,
lullaby.
Close. Is that...
No, you are not trumpeting and and radio blasting him with a lullaby. It's supposed to be a whisper.
It is supposed to be a whisper.
It is supposed to be a whisper.
Can I, while we start singing to him, try to get close to him, and then
If you try to start singing to him, he is going to do something.
Yeah, no, because that's gonna feel, like, bad.
You can cast the spell from here, but it is not a song.
It's just a spell. It's just another part of the attacks. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not
that makes sense.
Not trying to step on any toes or anything. It's just, like, very specifically, because, like, if you want to do it as a group activity, like, that's a different thing.
Mm-hmm. But it's not a whisper.
It's not.
You know, it's because I'm so eager, because, like, we just learned our first, like, group song kind of thing. I'm just, and it's like, no, that's not how. It's like, son of a bitch. So yeah, I'm gonna roll for sleep. See how that goes. Baby, just move.
Was that 20?
I don't know what it's an 8.
It's an 8.
This is when you shake the table. Tilt it.
So, okay. You know what? No. Your singing thing your singing thing's fine. Like, flavor-wise, it's fine. I don't need to follow what exactly these things say. So I'm gonna bump that up into, like, I'll bump that up into a success. Like, you start to see him going. Like, he starts to, like, sway on his feet. One second, let me just read this spell one more time. I need to know something. Oh, he's not a commoner, though.
Nearby commoners and minions.
Yeah, he's a boss. I'll give you a little bit for sure, though. Like, so, like, he's waving back and forth. Whatever he was doing, he's clutching that crystal to his chest, like, and you can hear his heartbeat be amplified through this crystal, and it's like, oh, there's 2 hearts there. It sounds like this, like, grasshoppers. You know what I'm talking about? Like a field of locusts, but it's all heartbeats. And, like, in your heads, all of you, it's just like, it's crazy. You all have one more shot to do, like, he's going to sleep. Like, he's slowly falling asleep. So you have a moment to stop him from doing what he's about to do. that is all the warning I'm going to give you. So, that is what the casting the lullaby thing did on him. Also, what was a lullaby? Because you're supposed to read me a lullaby.
It's actually the first music lesson, Rocked in the Cradle of the Deep, which, yeah. Which I can tell you how it goes, and then I can clip it.
You can just whisper, like, a line of it. That's all you need. You don't have to do the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's just gonna whisper to him, the, like, and a calm and peaceful sleep, rocked in the cradle of the deep. And it just, shh, there.
And yeah, he is waving, but like just having this crystal on him is like causing this problem for you guys. But he has taken a step back towards towards this particular crystal.
That definitely seems to be amplifying his emotions, maybe, but we need to get it away from him before we have a larger problem.
I agree.
Let's see. How can we... Any ideas?
Like, I'm maintaining the notes for going to sleep, so it's all whatever you got, I'm down for.
Well, let's see. How wedded are we to like keeping that crystal like unshattered?
I want a shiny.
I mean, we know that shattering them can have unexpected effects.
Okay.
Given that,
I mean,
at least the ones that we've seen.
if we're wanting to distract him so he doesn't do the thing that he's doing, and we want him to fall asleep, I do have the spell Aurora.
That could work, yeah.
You
Well, I
want to
could
distract
try-
him before he falls asleep? Is that what your plan is?
Because if we're trying to get him to fall asleep, and it sounds like he was trying to do something before he falls asleep, so we want to make sure he doesn't do the thing before he falls asleep.
So he's like dazzled to sleep. Oh.
To sleep.
Oh, I love that. Good show. Let's hope.
You can go ahead and roll me a 20, Satyr.
Oh, please be good. No!
It happened.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
It happened.
Oh. Okay. He's just like so dazzled.
The light hits the crystals in such a way that the whole room lights up super bright. Like, it's all red though. And he's just like, he takes his crystal and he just like huddles around it, and you see this big chimera creature like start to move and then swallow him.
Uh-oh.
So he and the heart are inside this like chimera. And you can still see him. Like, you can see him inside, like, he's just distorted and stuff. But he's just, like, in that loud, bassy, terrifying voice. He's just like, you will know my name now. And, like, you see, as he speaks, all of these crystal statues start cracking. And, like, it's a 1. So, each of you make an attack on somebody else.
Oh.
In the room.
I'm sorry.
I'm probably going to go after Patagon because they're the closest.
Same.
All right.
I guess I feel the irony in the cat going after the bird-looking person that isn't the penguin.
Well, bring it on. Bending at the knees already. Let's go. Sharp claws, talons out. Whew.
I'm just if it's a tough choice, we're just missing for the record. Like,
Okay.
it has to be an 11 or higher to hit.
All right. Well, I missed.
Got a 10.
10 misses.
Superman.
Oh no!
I don't. What is a catastrophe in this situation?
I don't even know anymore.
What is a catastrophe?
When you're
Like, you would
Shoot your own
think.
foot.
Did you hurt yourself?
I would say you hurt yourself.
Yep.
Like, you're trying to draw your gun, but the gun wasn't made for, like, flippers. See, like, accidentally hitting the statue makes sense that if it was him attacking, and, like, that's the easy answer. It's just like, oh, I hurt himself. It's too easy. Because Patagon is actually himself right now. He's not charmed, he's just incredibly angry, trying to attack. So yeah, or, hear me out. I'll give you the, like, you can hit yourself and you're gonna shoot yourself for 4 damage. It's gonna hurt. Or, alternatively, I will, because it's a crit, but it's negative. I will let the paranoia get to you, and you flee from this room. Like, you just climb the ladder and you just run. You're still gonna have to deal with all the traps upstairs, but you are trying to get out of here. And, like, instead of hurting yourself, everybody will feel that paranoia. So everybody is going to try to run.
I think I just have to take the damage on this one. I don't think the paranoia's gonna. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you get, like, you go to pull out your gun, and you shoot yourself. It's just a trank, like, but it's still 4 damage. Like, you're not going to be bleeding because you're a member of the sub. You're not a member of the airship, so you're still rocking your trank gun. But, like, you are woozy.
Ooh.
So this chimera situation, the statue, does take, like, a large step forward and, like, hand on the bench thing, and he's getting ready for, like, an attack. I realize most of you aren't fighters.
No.
There is a reason why I stay on my switchboard.
They blew up your switchboard, Sept. I'm sorry.
That's
I
why
know.
we're here. We gotta get it back. It's our first mission out, because otherwise we can't do our job. But is this what everybody else always has to go through? Do we still have more of Patagon? Do you have more of your crystals that you were scattering throughout the town, but maybe we can scatter throughout here and, like, trigger a relay with the field radio, and maybe we can find the right frequency to just I don't know if we want to shatter everything in the room, but I think at this point it's better than nothing.
It is a plan, yeah. I think we have a few, because we only put down the 2s. Yeah, we could make a small field here.
Do we want to, like, split them amongst ourselves and go over, or throw them?
I'm decent at fighting. I can try to keep his attention.
All right.
Okay, so we're all each gonna attempt.
I will give one to both Ceylon and.
Okay, dokie. So, Nichol, how are you gonna defend? Like, how are you gonna get its attention? Like,
Well, we're gonna start there. Wait, Mr. Numbers. Wait, you actually have another name? Huh? Never knew that.
fury, absolute rage. Just a lot. Like, I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but, like, everybody in the crew in the ship, you guys are pissed. You're so angry. Like, you're not throwing hands right now, but you can't believe it. Like your heart is racing. You're 100% adrenaline. Like you guys are so angry. All of you are turning red, like clenching your fists. The only reason you're not swinging on each other again is because you can't move. You're so angry. That's how angry he is.
Yeah. Well, it's still good to see a math man.
He is furious. It's like, I will hear you call my name. And he swipes at you. This is where you get to make an attack. Or do whatever it is that you're going to do. I won't make the roll. Like, just know that if you roll low, that hit's going to hit you.
Okay. One question, a semi-technical thing.
Sure.
Do his claws count as... Do the claws of the thing count as a bladed weapon?
Yeah.
Oh. Turns out I've been wearing this nice little, very heavy-looking glove on my one arm. That happens to be called the catcher. And I'm going to wait for it to about to strike me, and I'm going to try to grab the thing and forcefully disarm him.
Go ahead. Just make a roll for me. Please be good. This sounds like metal as shit. 18. Just fucking great. So you grab this, your hand snatches out and grabs it, and if you want to do like a judo throw or something, you are going to break that thing's arm off.
Yeah, I'm going to grab, twist, and pull it down to smash it on the ground, and then just have it waving it in one hand, going, well, guess they don't make these like they used to either. Shame.
Alright, Twice right next to this chest, Ceylon's right next to this chest. Patagon is right next to a giant pile of... These are those fairy crystals from the second game, or the third game.
Right.
The fairies were paying for things from the mob with crystals. These are all the red ones. And Castor and Pollux are close to those statues. Now, I will let all three of you can roll, and we'll take the highest one. It's not an average. We're taking the absolute highest. So we're not taking that one. We might take that one.
I think we're definitely taking that one.
Okay, we're definitely taking the 17.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, everything's set up, ready to go. What is the attack? What is the plan here?
Quick question. Are these statues still intact?
These statues are still intact.
Can I use the masquerade?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to cost 2 AP, but, you can order, which... So, these are just basically stand-ins, but you can have them look like whatever you want. This one is just a many-armed, old god, kind of like an Oni with a bunch of arms. This one right here. This one's just a giant weird demon. This one's just a mage. It's a giant weird demon. Also giant weird demon. Dag.
I think I want to put it on this one and have it help Nichol down there in keeping the statue at bay.
You can't order it to fight, but you can order it to hold it down if that's what you...
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Oh, excellent. Okay, gotcha. Give me 1 second. I don't have a movable... This isn't a movable token. I can't click this. It's not a token. I know I put the thing in the game to be but I wasn't expecting anybody to use magic item. Literally right then is the only time that would have showed up.
Also, where should I be marking the adventure points I've been using?
Anywhere.
Like
Like,
a personal use.
Personally, I try. We're on the honor system here, people. I trust all of you. I expect that you want this game to be cool too.
I'm just gonna put a tab in my inventory for that, so I have a spot I can keep track.
That makes sense. This is the red guy. Here we go. He's way bigger than that, though. Here we go. All right. Again, I guess now he's a giant minotaur.
Nice.
I mean, they both have horns.
They do both have horns. It worked out. So it's being held down. Excellent. You guys are setting up. Is there an attack coming? Like, I assume there's like a sonic attack coming, but like, I'm just looking for what is the outcome we're looking for. Like, shattering it is the easiest. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
We all just automatically know that with what you have in place, shattering it is the easiest course of action. Anything else could happen, but it might be more difficult.
And are we thinking of just like focusing on the one, or are we focusing on like can I see where the actual source of power in the room is occurring? The same way we had done with like the aura, the magic eye. And because like he's not the chimera, he's most likely going to be in the room. You know what I mean? Like the source of the red crystal.
He's inside the chimera.
Okay.
Melvin was swallowed by the chimera at the beginning of it.
Right. And then the red. So, and if we shatter, then we shatter Melvin and we shatter the heart crystal.
Depends on how well you roll.
Find that very specific frequency. Well, I'm down if y'all are. It still feels like a plan of something.
Yeah, I think it's an attempt.
All right. So, like, you and I, Patagon, were like holding them up, so it can kind of make like a triangulate, and Pollux and Castor. I mean, work your field radio magic, I suppose. See if you can find it.
All right. This one is just going to be Ceylon. You are attacking.
Okay.
So roll me a 20-sider.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. So it has begun to crack. It has taken 2 damage, like on top of the 4 that it has already taken from being like having its arm broken off. Now, Patagon, this one's on you. This time it's your attack on it. Excellent.
Oh, baby boy.
It continues to crack. You see this thing's like as the Minotaur is like holding it down, you are watching it's like cracking under its hands. And Castor and Pollux?
I feel like I need to live up to the fact that everyone has rolled a 17.
You got this. You got this!
16 is good enough. You shatter it. And you see Melvin in there clutching onto, his crystal, super tight. And Nichol, you are right over him. You're standing over him. He's right there. You can still hear the heartbeat coming out.
I'm going to try to grab that crystal and toss it to the other side of the room.
Go ahead and give me a 20-sider.
All right.
Uh, 12 is a success. Did it hit any of the statues on the way? I'm gonna say no, because I'm nice. This guy shattered. Poor Melvin.
Oh. And also, does there happen to be any cloth nearby?
Yeah, he has, some work, basically work tarps.
Okay. Just wanted to ask.
So, Pollux and Castor, the crystal is, in front of you, and, it's close to your radio, and you can hear...
ProfWinter played this card.
Out of your radio, you hear something, egging you on. and now that you've taken the crystal away from him and like wrapped him up, he does, like the lullaby finally does like take full effect, and you just see him like doze completely off. Almost like he hasn't slept in like a month. Oh, I had it muted. Did it say time for burpees?
No, it said he needs a nap. Oh, this was supposed to say time for burpees.
I think if you play the swaddle card, it does say time for burpees.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Oh, jeez. I'll have to listen to that later.
It's supposed to. I hope it does. But anyway, like, yeah, Pollux and Castor, you guys have this thing, like, egging you on to do violence.
Mm-hmm.
Patagon, you are standing in front of, like, tons of crystals, like, so many crystals. It's just a big old pile of red crystals, and Twy, you are right next to what appears to be a treasure chest.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect round.
But Melvin is knocked out, but you all do still hear the heartbeat, and you hear the heartbeat trying to come out of the radio.
Well, one problem down. Now, how do we get this heartbeat?
I assume it would probably be a bad idea to shatter the crystal that looks like it has a heart.
Probably don't touch it either. Maybe we can put it in this chest if we empty this out, or...
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, worst case, stopping a heart is a good way to stop a heartbeat.
Yeah, how will we get it into the chest without touching it?
Oh,
Wrap it up in a cloth.
Yeah,
Or I could ask the statue.
I don't think I trust another statue to hold. But I think that's exactly what he's gonna want. I'm
just letting you all brainstorm. I'm good.
I'm down to open the chest, and we can grab one of the tarps if Pollux and Castor, you wanted to dare to pick it up with a tarp. But then, unless Patagon, you're also thinking maybe we can take a couple of crystals, or
or depending on how heavy the chest is, empty the chest, take the chest over, close it around the crystal.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's a good plan.
I don't know how heavy, how strong I am.
You ever just have like a weird day of just...
Oof.
I would just like have like the weirdest day of sometimes when people say it is a mimic, it 100% is a mimic. So
lovely.
This clockwork mimic, which is clearly been made recently, the same way that like he's been making the statues, takes a big bite out of Ceylon's arm.
Nice.
It's a hyper aggressive chest. I was like, there's no way that.
Can I shoot bolts? Like, it has my arm in its mouth, and I have my like bangles that kind of work like Tesla coils on my arms and legs, and I can like shoot bolts just right into him.
Yeah, you can make an attack. Go right ahead.
Nice.
Toast is making fun of you in the chat. I need you to know this, because like I saw him. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be hilarious.
I feel like the safest thing to do is bedazzle because it hits harder. So I'm gonna try that one. That'd be great. Thank you. So I show appreciation.
I'm pretty confident that Toast is never gonna let you live this down. Oh yeah, okay, so that does a total of 8 damage. Yeah, you blow the chest apart, but like you now see that the chest. I lined this place with traps, people.
But you never do that.
I made it very, very clear that he was a weird inventor. But yeah, so you blow the hell out of this chest.
Oh, well.
Well, there goes the put the crystal in the chest idea.
Right, and given that anything in here could be not what it seems.
Honestly, I would have loved it so much more if you'd like taken it to the chest and thrown the crystal into like just. Good fun. I'm living the trope life right now.
Plan B, cloth, like hold it like a sack hanging down.
Yeah?
Yeah, you guys can do that. And honestly, here's what, like, that's perfectly fine. You guys, I'm not going to make you roll for it. As long as you are intentionally not touching it, I'm not going to, like, make you roll to see if you accidentally touch it. I feel like you all know how your hands work. Maybe not Ceylon, like...
Yeah, no.
In the dark corner of the room, because the light is gone, like, Pollux and Castor's light is no longer, like, shining, all you hear is just, like, Ceylon swear and then something explode. It's just like, we don't have the chest anymore.
That's not gonna work, boys.
You alright back there?
New plan.
It is still reverberating. It is still, like, beating out the heart, and, like, all of the statues do seem to amplify it. All of your crystals do seem to amplify it. But, like, and it's still making you angry, but, like, not to a ridiculous degree. But it is happening more and more frequently.
All right.
Like the heart is beating faster.
Well, I think we need to get it away from as much crystal amplification as we can. Maybe it will slow down.
I mean, that sounds like a
speeds up,
plan.
it'll speed up. Yeah. Worst case, it speeds up someplace where no one hears about it or cares about it.
Do you
That's
have
true.
some of the... I'm sorry, go ahead, Patagon.
Oh, not just agreeing. So.
Do we still have some of those stones? Like, give me the other two, like, dampening stones that are on, like, earring clips. And we can clip those to the tarp, like, to hold the tarp together kind of thing. To see if maybe that helps dampen a little bit. Just give us a little more time.
All crystals work the opposite of that right now.
Because that's just the stone. Because it couldn't be, like, a crystal. No, because it did hit him and he had to, like, roll for a check. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Kuwari has sent down a canister to put it in. Like a little, like... in my head, it's one of those bank tubes. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about those earlier when we were talking about the tube-based like communication. I was like,
Oh, they definitely... The city is definitely has... It's how you get your, like, order. It's called the soup tube. They just put soup in a can and it's amazing. It's terrible.
Can we use it to just send it to the airship? So we get it away from us, and especially this radio that we're hoping to, like, amplify some shit?
Do
we trust? This is so...
I mean, you can send it back up to the ship. That's fine. Like, yeah, you guys can just it's just basically going to be on a rope situation. Just like put it in, have them take it, and like have them leave the city. I have no problems with that. But so yeah, we can just get that all done like real quick. Just no need to roll for it. Pollux and Castor still have a statue for another like 58 minutes.
Well, and we also need to find some blueprints.
right.
Well, they're not in a chest. They're not in this corner. So that's...
They are, actually.
No!
Oh, nice.
But it's destroyed. You blew the top off. It's a mouth that can't bite, you know? But like wrapped up in some of the gears and stuff, you do find like blueprints for like new guns, like, and specifically like you don't know a lot about guns, but these seem lethal, like incredibly violent guns, very strong cannons. The last one seems pretty interesting. It's a knife that, and like, I don't know why you'd want it, but it's a knife that can cut people in other planes. Like, you can just, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but, and also, to make this make more sense, if you look at the statues, specifically the one that's right next to, you will notice that they kind of have like, they have jacks, like you would jack something into them. In this chest, you find your switchboard, like a major part of it, at least.
Oh boy!
And like, you find a blueprint that basically explains that he was going to hook the gem up to this, and then hook them all directly up to all these statues at the same time via your switchboard. And take over the city with an army.
Oh.
Well then.
This one's mine. That's that one I'm putting in my pocket. That one.
Yeah, we probably don't want to give that over. Depending on
Melvin.
Yeah, so that's all this. You have you have Melvin Bigsby. I mean Melvin Bailey. See, I even forgot his name. Poor guy. And like, if you guys like leave outside, you will notice that Spencer, Ronnie and Horace are there with Spencer and Felix. They're all of them out there. Like, there's a big crowd, and like, they're like, we'll take him from here, kind of deal. Now, this is a complete option. You guys don't have to give him over.
Honestly, I have no qualms about handing him over.
But we'd be handing him over to the cops, not to your boy, and definitely not to our girl.
Yeah.
But they are the people who are like law and order in this area, you know? And so like we're all uniformed. How do we...
Right.
It's our jurisdiction. It ain't. It totally isn't.
Yeah, well, I get you. Bonus versus less trouble.
And I mean, we could still inform them that, hey, if you want to spring him from jail, here you go.
Yeah, because I mean, yep. Because really, all they wanted was the blueprints. So we're still not. So do we care about this owl boy?
Not really.
I mean, if all they wanted was the blueprints, we really have no need to keep the owl with us.
Yeah. Guy stabbed me. I don't care.
Yeah. Mood.
He definitely had some mad inventions, so.
Damn.
So, like...
We took care of this one for you. Like, extending the hand for the handshake kind of thing.
Ronnie and Horace are just like, they shake your hand. They're like, obviously, you'll have to come down, fill out a couple of reports, like, show us, like how is he doing it? How is he making everybody mad? Like,
honestly, I don't get how it works either.
Alright. He, like, Ronnie shrugs. He's like, I don't know. I don't ask questions. It's like, last time I asked questions. He's like, you just asked a question. Stop asking questions. And it's just like, all right. And then, like, everybody, like, they walk him off to the, like, the jail. And fast forward a little bit, you're at Penny and Pound, and they got their hands out for the blueprints. Whoop, I'm moving an entire map instead of just moving you guys. Like, Penny's accepted. Oh, go ahead.
Can we only give them the cannons or the lethal guns? You know, like, only this one survived, like, unfortunately. And so we do hand them a blueprint, but maybe only one of the, like, 3 or 4? Like, 3 that...
Roll for deception.
Do I have, like, a little something? Can I, like, make him trust me more first? Like...
There's no pluses in Quest. The 20 side is all or nothing, really.
He's not necessarily like a nearby commoner to like use commune with. Like I use
both
like a jargon.
Like penny and pound are like in the literal term and the story term, they are bonded.
Shit. Well. Like, oh. Got out of there by the singe of our feathers, and only one kind of made it out. So let's see which one it is. Oh my goodness! Looks like it's the shittiest one. It's like it could be a knife and a spoon. That's crazy. Y'all seen this invention? They call it a spork.
He looks at the knife one and he's just like, all right. I mean, if that's all they got out, that's all they got out. You guys look shape. And he rolls the blueprint up and he hands it over his shoulder to Pound. And like you see Pound immediately unroll it, which is kind of hilarious to me. Look at it, roll it back up. I don't know how an owl grins, but he is. And he's just like, Penny's just like, yeah, we'll schedule that meeting with the matron. I know, but after like a little bit of going, little bird told me, I'm just like motions for you to lean in, but he's not motioning to anybody in particular. It's like little bird told me that after your like ruckus in the clubs tonight, a matron might not have as firm of a hold on this city as she thought. And with some of our wheelings and dealings, we're probably not gonna sell. But that doesn't mean we can't work together. No matter how our conversation plays out, you all get those radio towers.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
Pleasure doing business with you. And
Indeed.
like Penny and Pound both put up all their hands to shake everybody's hand, which has to be the most long, like, drawn out affair.
Yeah.
Especially because Pollux and Castor have 4 arms. I mean, granted, it's only 2 handshakes, but you know how you only shake somebody's right hand? I bet that's like whichever one of them takes turns to have their arm in the back. No, they both have their arms in the back.
Yeah, they keep the arm closest to each other behind their back.
Aww.
Yeah, so one of them's right ones. They're gonna have to split up long enough to reach over. Oh, Kravitz getting handshakes too. It's just like, I don't know who this is. All right, cool. Shake, shake, shake.
Trust me, he's a valued member of the team.
I do trust you. Especially after today, you know? I think this is the beginning of a very prosperous relationship. And it's like, next on the chopping block, maybe some ducks. I'm just saying, you know? We'll talk.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the boss. You can call my boss. So it's not like I'm in charge of the unit. Never was, never will be.
Well, we have been hearing a lot about ducks tonight.
So now we're gonna like set a meeting up at some point, and like I'll roll dice and figure out how that happens, or we'll RP that. Either one of those is fine. But yeah, so you guys have a version of the gem that was lost a couple games ago, so that's cool. You have a promise of having the radio towers, and but I imagine by the time we do the building Steam game, they will be up and we will have just more connectivity throughout the world is my plan with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a success.
We get to design our like another communications coop, and I'm just very excited like what aesthetic we're gonna choose.
You have your switchboard back. That switchboard is actually from Professor Winter playing the card yesterday. The finding a piece of the ship.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like that wasn't supposed to be in there. That was just supposed to be a straight mimic. But because Professor Winter put it, I wanted to put it in the game. So there are 4 pieces of the ship that has been recovered. One of them is the jukebox, and one of them is the switchboard. So we don't have to reinvent that. We already have it. So we can just keep that in mind.
Also, I'm sure it doesn't do anything special, but could I keep that part of the one arm that I like hook off the?
Absolutely, you could forge that into like your personalized weapon if you want to.
I would like to do that.
All right, excellent. We'll talk to Leo and see how that goes. So, ruby arm weapon, and just let me know how that looks. So yeah, that was Call My Name. Back to my
Oh,
a poster.
So many stolen goods. Oh,
yeah, I wonder what that frog's gonna be doing.
Yeah.
He ran off with stolen parts of your ship.
At least we know.
But yeah, so I hope everybody had a good time. The crew on the ship got in more fist fights than regular. Almost 3 of them. Yeah, so we are getting closer. Still, nobody fills up their AP without like the cards and stuff, because as soon as we are done with the building Steam game, that's when everybody's gonna relax. I'm trying to like invoke pressure. Like, because none of you have been sleeping because you don't have the ship. Everybody's like been working double time.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's not to ask the trooper.
Post in chat real quick. After this game, because we're gonna come back successful, and we're at least gonna spin it as such. Like new cannons, like blueprints for new cannons, and I don't know if lethal guns are so scary, but definitely like a crystal jacking system blueprints that I'm very excited for. And with that, I think it's even more important that we have music lessons with the crew, because last time I lost control of myself and lost control of crystals, it didn't go so well for everybody. And so I'm hoping that like if I'm ever out of the game or shit goes down, that other people can like be able to tap in. And so music lessons is a thing that's commencing and launching today. And you can ask more questions in the Discord. That is the link in World Anvil, how to like RP in the forums. But yeah, they're open. And the song is Rocked in the Cradle of the Deep, the one that was like used lullaby here today. So, ba-da-bop. Connections.
So, yeah, so that was this game. I hope this is the first time that Valla you've been able to play, and the first time that Sep's been able to play. We kind of just stole Sept though.
Fuck you.
I think Nika was just like, "You playing this game?"
Oh, you playing?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. Nah.
It was a lot of fun.
So yeah, that was a successful mission. These are the kind of like games that are going to be this month. Just contained. You know what I mean? This wasn't like a worldwide thing. If it went really wrong, it would have just been bad for the city. But not really. We didn't blow up the ship. And so that is the first one. That's the first game I actually got to name drop the name of the song in the game. Well, I look forward to doing
That was nice.
I broke fourth wall, like, nice. Did it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said it.
and I don't need a voice changer anymore either.
Alright, so that was fun for me. I hope everybody else had a good time.
I had a
thank
lot
you
of
to
fun.
people who bought
Oh,
cards.
absolutely.
All hands in. Like, okay, communications on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So
Yeah!
the funny thing is, it was a successful mission, but not for the person that was supposed to hire you for the mission.
No.
Like,
I mean, in the end, she got what she wanted.
we'll see
Maybe.
how that plays out.
Yep, and we'll see who gets what they deserve after all this.
That was very good. It was a good game. Lots of very low rolls.
It wasn't until like near the end of the game that we were rolling high. No, we just have terrible rolls this entire game.
When I like scroll up, I can actually get 2 1s on my screen at the same time in the Roll20, which is funny because I can see Sep's 1 and I can see Valla's 1.
There was only 120 at that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh, there were 2
120.
20s.
There was
Oh.
2?
Yeah,
Oh.
Nichol rolled a 20.
Gotcha.
You
I
had
see. Yeah.
Lot-
I think Nichol was actually the first 20.
Lots of 7s. 7s everywhere.
Now I'm
17.
real worried.
I really like the 3, the 2. I was hoping the next one was going to be a 1. Toast is still very upset that you did not stab the chest.
Just- But
Which
I got
was-
a chance to play out with my new little toy. Everybody got new toys in this mission. I had little bangles. They go boom boom. They're my boom boom bangles. I don't like that, but
Yeah. So
that's in the first half.
Are we-
Job well done, y'all.
are we full up on those games? I think nope, we are full. Never mind. I was gonna announce that we have 2 more games, but Alright, so that I'm sorry, zoned out because that was the games. I hope everybody had fun. Nika's gonna do an art stream tomorrow. Then we've got tabletop on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then Monday. Then that Saturday and Sunday. Then the next Saturday, next Sunday. So there's a lot of tabletop games coming up. So please come out, support them. Thank you all for just being great players. And I have to go pee.
To be so bad. Thank y'all so much.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you
Bye.
again.
Bye forever.